Hey guys, Jaggist here. This is Jaggist Reviews. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a quick speaker battle. This is verse 2 of the champs right here. So this is the Wking X20. It is 300 watts max, 200 watts RMS, three-way speaker design. So it's got one oval subwoofer, same thing with the Tribit. It's got two mids and two tweeters. Now the Tribit is 200 watts, doesn't say max or RMS, so both of these should realistically be around the same wattage. At least that's what it says on paper. The Tribit does have the same thing, the oval subwoofer or woofer, the two mids, two tweeters. The Wking has bigger mids though, just like it does have bigger mids than the Tron Smart and also the Boombox 3. Now the Tribit I do have plugged in, and because it does get a boost. The Wking, you do not have to plug it in to get a boost in sound, which I love. I wish that the Tribit did not do that. It's the same thing with the JBLs. You plug them in, they get a little bit louder and stuff. I just think they should just be as loud as they are no matter what, plugged in or not. I do understand it. They do that to save battery. But the Wking does not need to do that. I've got these both EQ'd to sound the best that I can possibly make them. I'll put the EQs on the community channel part. The Tribit does sound good. It just has a lot of bass, a lot of mid bass, all that kind of stuff. I was able to EQ it to make it sound better than any of the EQs I think that are on it. Open it up a little, take out the muddiness a little. But with the Tribit, it does have a lot of mid bass. So it is going to be a little bit muddy regardless, but I've EQ'd it. I think it sounds pretty dang good, and I definitely think it can hold its own. So let's go ahead and see what these are. Oh yeah, and by the way, the Tribit, sorry, is $2.99 on Amazon. No coupon or anything, so if you do have the early bird code, I believe it brings it down to about $210. The Wking is also around the I think it's like $280. But they've got like a $70 coupon right now, which also bringing it around $210. So they are about the same price. Both great speakers, same kind of speaker setups, all of that kind of stuff. Anyways, I've got them EQ'd to sound about as good as you're going to get with them, as far as, as far as I can get it anyways for right now. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start them off at about 50%. Starting with the Wking.
I'm trying to touch the skates this time. 2021. Yeah, show them I can still rap though. Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. First it was the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending on the back like here I go again.
Blast.
Chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma make, keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wait.
Very bass heavy.
Bad decision got you wishing you get saved now. My city gritty, you can get here any day now. On my mama, I'ma move, I'm feeling way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I've been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna
X20.
I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my rain when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them boring planes. Money in the carry on them boring planes.
Blast 2.
The bucks for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days.
Let's bump it up.
I got hustles in like 80 ways. Kids if you won't take a lazy day. Wifey want me to me take a break.
60%.
I keep going to the paper street. Then it's trips up to Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before.
X20.
I just cut some ones, only wearing ones. Fornicate the funds, money made me come. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock a tech. You want that chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
Top speed, still on X20. Let's bump them to 70%.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Speed it up, 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 speed it up.
Blast.
Speed it up, go fast.
On go like 3, 2, 1. Don't smoke, I need my lungs. I stack and feed my funds. I'ma do this, have fun, ayy. I'm blasted, ayy. Don't matter, ayy. Can't match it, ayy. Go fast.
X20.
Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. You do you, I do me. I'ma take this overseas. I'ma do this for my seeds.
Blast.
Here is bling bling. You heard top speed, that's me. You heard that it up, that's me. You heard way up, that's me. I'm a soundtrack 8D, ayy. I'm blasted, ayy. Don't matter, ayy. Can't match it, ayy. Go faster, ayy.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up.
X20.
Speed it up, speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster.
Blast.
Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy.
Alright, let's turn it up. 80% on the Tribit.
Gotta get the cake. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new. This ain't what you used to. I do me.
X20.
I do me, do you. This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. No, this ain't what you used to. Switch up from the bikes to a new coupe. You know I keep some new shoes. Keep it.
Blast.
All night, get right. Know you know the price. Know you know the name, no names. I need all my money now. Not playing, man. This ain't what you used to. I might fly to LA. It's cool weather, ain't for me. Hit the bank, run your way. What you used to. And I'm.
Alright, guys. We're gonna do one last song. We're gonna do 100%, starting with Tribit. Let's go.
You will never understand what I went through. You never were a good listener.
X20.
Good listener. You will never understand what you put me through. And you never be a good lover. A good lover. At first I believed I was a lucky one, but I was just fooling
Tribit.
myself. You think you can talk sense to me, like we are gonna be okay. We're not okay. So this is gonna take all night. Don't wanna waste
X20.
time right. Already gave you my loved ones, but now I'm fed up. Gonna take it all back. 'Cause we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo. So moving on for God and shadow. Better get it right this time around. Yeah, we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo. So living on for God and shadow.
Blast 2.
Get it right this time around. I never heard a silence so loud before. I'm gonna love every minute of it, every second of it. Long
X20.
being gone, so I can hear my thoughts again. Hear my thoughts again. So it's gonna take all night. Don't wanna waste no more time. Yeah, you're damn right. Already gave you my
Blast.
But now I'm fed up, gonna take it all back. 'Cause where I know, I know that I do better solo. Shadow.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna stop it there. I think that gives us a good idea of what these are capable of. So I am not going, or I'm gonna do another volume test between all of these. Now, at first I was saying that Tribit is not as loud as the X20, and that is absolutely the case while it's not plugged in. However, when it's plugged in, it is very much more neck and neck. So I would definitely, I think the W King was just barely louder, which is very impressive. So I will take it back. Tribit can get as loud if you plug it in. But if you're taking this outside, if you're taking this somewhere that you cannot plug it in, the W King definitely is going to still smoke it in loudness. Now, plugged in, the Tribit does perform very well. I'm going to lay a couple things out real quick. So both of them sound great. Now, the Tribit does have more bass at lower volumes, hands down. So definitely more bass. The W King keeps its bass and retains it at full volume, really not losing hardly any of the bass at max volume. The Tribit does suffer after about 70%. I would say the bass kind of doesn't go up very much after that. So you do get a lot of bass all at once, all through those lower levels up to about 70%. And it is thumping. This thing has a crazy amount of bass. So up to about 60 to 70%, the Tribit is definitely taking the win as far as the bass goes. Now, both do sound great. The W King is just really hard to beat. I do love the Tribit so far, but the W King, to me, is sounding clearer. It's sounding like it has more sparkle, a little bit nicer. And keep in mind, I have EQ'd the Tribit to sound better than in like its X bass mode and all of that. It does have a muddiness to it, and you can hear that when you put it up against something like the W King. And I know if you put it up against like the JBL Boombox 3 and or like the Harman Kardon Go Plus Play 3, you are going to notice it. Now, when you're just listening to it by itself, you do not notice it as much. So honestly, both of these are kick butt. The Tribit's definitely given the W King a run for its money. Now, past 70%, though, the Tribit does start to lose its bass. It doesn't hold on to it near as well, whereas the W King definitely does take it up that extra notch, so you're getting the better bass retention at higher volumes. The W King is made to play loud. It's made to play at those louder volumes all the time, whereas the Tribit, I feel like it can be pushed there. As you heard, it did get as loud, just about, maybe just a touch under while plugged in. And the thing is, yeah, so it does get as loud, but I think the Tribit definitely is more geared towards something that you're going to want to play from about 40 to maybe 75%. The Tribit sounds really, really good. It is a little bit mid-bass dominant. I really wish it had like a 30 hertz slider like the W King does. But the W King I do wish had a little bit more bass at lower volumes. But the W King gives you this like a good volume leveling step each step where you're getting treble and bass upped on every single volume all the way up to max, which I really, really do love that. It's same thing with like the UE Hyper Boom, where it just retains the bass all the way up. The Zealot kind of does the same thing, but a little bit less. So they both have their perks. Both of these are awesome speakers. I think at lower listening volumes, the Tribit might take the win just slightly, but at max volume, definitely the W King sounds better. And here's the other thing. I do have this EQ'd. I EQ'd it with the Tribit not plugged in, and I was not really getting any distortion at max volume. But while plugged in at max volume, there was just a little bit of distortion happening with the Tribit. So that's the only other thing. You really have to be careful with the Tribit. If you're EQing it or anything like that, you definitely can get some distortion, whereas the W King, I've got the bass cranked all the way up on the W King, and I really don't get like any distortion hardly or anything like that. So that's the only thing. There's a few qualms with the Tribit. Yes, it holds its own. Yes, it's definitely worth the money and everything else like that. But if I had to choose one out of these two, I'm definitely still taking my Wking out of it. I hope they get a few things fixed on the Tribit, but all in all, it's still a really good speaker. It does get loud while plugged in, and yeah, I mean, we'll do some loudness tests, some bass tests, some hertz tests, all the things. Let me know what you want to see me put this up against next, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps me out a ton, guys, and we will see you on the next video.